Yo, what's up, guys? And yes, before y'all say anything, yes, I shaved. Okay, I had to stop the beard. It was not starting out of control, but I had to calm down a little bit on the beard. So I'm just going with the goatee for right now. But the beard will grow back. Okay, guys, don't worry. Okay, just the beard was just starting to get too. Just don't worry about why I shaved, okay? I wanted to shave because I wanted to, okay? How about that? All right, guys. So, say hello to turkeys. So I'm not doing a review here. I am going to start my list of 2022. I am starting with the worst list. You have to do the fun ones first, okay? We have to do the fun ones first. So I'm doing the worst list first. So I chose there are 10 projects. There are 10 projects that I chose for the first one. The 10 projects of 2022 I chose. It's not from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10. There's no particular order here. So, and I also put some for edible ones too. Not necessarily bad ones, just ones that are edible. So we'll start with the edible ones. So to start, I have for the honorable mention number 1. I have Nav. Yeah, I know Nav. Demons protected by angels. So when it comes to Nav's project, I actually am surprised that Nav didn't make the worst projects of 2022. The pencil here. I didn't know. I'm kind of surprised that Nav didn't make my top 10 of worst of 2022. The reason why it didn't was because while yes, the project was still the same boring shit from Nav, the same I'm me, I'm me. Yes, that shit was the exact same, but I did enjoy more songs on here, than the previous Nav projects. Yes, it still had that same flow, but it wasn't a terrible project compared to the projects that are on the worst. And the very next honorable mention, I have Megan Thee Stallion with Promazine. When it comes to Meg Thee Stallion's project, I do think she's incredibly talented. I just think that the project didn't necessarily live up to the hype. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so, how do I describe it? She's in a very good spot to go much more farther in her career. But I feel like she's not, doing that, though. I feel like she can, yes, we all know she can make the same hits, you know what I'm saying? Yes. But I really want her to go farther than that. You know what I'm saying? So it was not a terrible project, but just a pretty edible. Next on the honorable mention, I have Roddy Ricch with Feed the Streets 3. The reason why I put that on here, same thing again, not terrible, but just very edible. Just the exact same from front to back. No changes, no, just the exact same. Nothing really changed, throughout the project, really. It was the same content, same type of song structure, same flow. So it's not terrible, but it was not great. And on the next forgettable, I have Kid Cudi. Yes, Kid Cudi with Intergalactic. Now I know the project was supposed to be for a show. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. But I feel like with the way Kid Cudi's career has gone, well, not gone, but the way it's, I feel like just the project just really didn't do anything. I felt like I feel like yes, the project was going by a TV show, but I feel like it still should have some kind of structure. Should still have something, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Kid Cudi's project here just really didn't really go anywhere. So it's again not terrible, but not too great. And it's very surprising to put that in here because I am a huge fan when it comes to Cudi. So yeah. And the last honorable mention, I have Evian with Give or Take. Yeah. Surprising again. I'm a huge fan of his, but I feel like the project itself just kind of fell flat. Like, it's not a bad album, because you know, but I feel like the project itself just fell flat. Like yes, he has a very nice voice. Okay, he has a nice voice. The angles were good. The singles were good. He had that very bad performance, but I do feel like he's talented. I just feel like he didn't really show that though on this project, and I just feel like he could have done some more. You know what I'm saying? So again, not bad. Now we've gotten those out the way. Let's go into now the moment we've all been waiting for. My top 10 worst of the projects from 2022. There are 10 of them. And again, it's not from 10 to 1 or from 1 to 10. There's no scale here. They're all just here, okay? So the first one I wrote down was the project from 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. Oh, don't sell itself. So when it comes to this project, it was just really bad. When it comes to 2 Chainz, yes, he is incredibly talented when it comes to the punchlines. He's incredibly talented when it comes to some of the wordplay he uses. He's a legend for sure. But I just feel like I don't know why this project was so bad, but it was just like the same exact shit. And you would feel like, you know, someone like 2 Chainz and someone who's 2 Chainz who's been in the game for so long, you kind of feel like 2 Chainz would kind of, you know, but nah, just this project was bad, like just really bad. Like the instrumentals were trash, just not very good. Yeah. So 2 Chainz was the first one. The next one I have is NBA Youngboy and Dababy's collab album, Better Than You. Yeah, it was trash. See, I have gotten, when it comes to Youngboy, so I have kind of gotten to the point where I do kind of like some of his songs, but I feel like on this project here, he just cannot show it at all. And when it comes to Dababy, he, oh my gosh, don't get me started. He actually shows up in here soon. But see, I don't know what happened to Baby. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's someone who's come from the Carolinas, the same as me. Come from the Carolinas. So when I saw someone coming from the Carolinas, you know, my first thought was like, oh man, it's dope, it's fire. But he fell off. See, I don't understand. It's not just the controversy. I just feel like he just kept doing the same thing, man. Like he refuses to change, and for some reason, I honestly don't get that, because he has so much potential. He had so much hype. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, this project was trash. And the next worst was the album from Kid Rock, Yes, Kid Rock. Kind of surprising, huh? Kid Rock had reputation. Now, the now I had no intention at all of going to a Spotify and typing in Kid Rock. No, but what led me to doing that was just a simple fact of the comedy. Like, yes, we all know that Kid Rock is trash. We all know he sucks. I just kind of just wanted to kind of hear myself why he sucks, and the fact he's playing some music now for conservative like concerts and all of that, like, not surprising, but it's still comedy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the project was trash. He tried to sound badass at like what 50 or something like that. He just sounded so corny, so cringy, and it's just it was a bad project from Kid Rock. So yeah, and the next one I have is Machine Gun Kelly with Mainstream Sellout. Now I know my review for this album wasn't too bad. I kind of was like, well, he kind of did the same thing from the project he dropped like in 2020. The tickets to my downfall, but no, man, it's like the first project he did that was kind of his same style. For some reason, it just didn't sound bad. But this project here, Mainstream Sellout, oh my gosh, that album was like, see, I kept going back to it, and that project is terrible. Like, it really is. Like, it felt like the first project felt more natural, but this Mainstream Sellout project, it felt like he was trying to force it. You know what I'm saying? It felt like he was more forced, and it felt like he was just trying to chase his sound in this project for some reason. Like, the project just sounded more forced. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure. This project was bad. And the next one, I have Jack Harlow, Come Home, the Kids. Yeah. Come Home, the Kids. Miss you. Yeah. Same as the last one. I didn't give this album a terrible review the first time. But I kept going back to it, like I said. And the same exact thing as Machine Gun Kelly. It felt like Jack Harlow was trying to forward something. You know what I'm saying? It feels like he has no real growth. It feels like he's trying to be that funny, cool guy, and that slick guy. And it kind of just felt like he was trying to force something that really didn't sound great to us, but probably sounded good to him. And I mean, that's all fine, but it just felt like he kept saying the same stuff throughout the entire project, like the same content, and the beat switches were terrible, by the way, and the Drake song just felt like now that was Jack trying to be Drake, which I don't feel like is a bad thing necessarily, but I feel like he was trying to force a sound that was not for him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he still needs to find his sound, Jack Harlow, because the Come Home, the Kids Miss You was bad. And the next one we have Imagine Dragons with Mercury. Not surprising because they're trash. Like, I truly don't think they have dropped a project that is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the same overproduced pop rock sound. And it felt like on this project here that they were trying to be more different, but just didn't really, just still sounded bad. Because they divided it up from part 1 to part 2 for some reason. Part 1 is bad, part 2 is bad, so it didn't really change it for me necessarily. So that was not a great album from Imagine Dragons. And the project I have up next is Ken Carson with X. Now, when it comes to Ken Carson, I see the appeal. Because he's signed to Cardi. He tries to sound like, Cardi and all that. So I get what he's trying to do. But I feel like Ken Carson just cannot execute the same way that Cardi can. And that for sure is showcased here. The project was just bad. Like, the project was just him just kept on doing the same thing the entire project. The instrumentals didn't really change up. His flow didn't change. His sound didn't really change. Ken Carson just sounded the same throughout the project. It was just not good, the project at all. It was not good. Now, I know some people might kill me for this because there's a lot of people that like him, but I don't care. And the next project I have is DJ Khaled with Khaled-God Did. It was bad. The good part of that project was the verse from JC, where JC spazzed. But besides that, the entire project was bad. It was the same shit you constantly get from Khaled. What I don't get is why he continues to call himself a producer. He constantly gets the most mainstream artist of the generation. He compiles them on his song, and the song just sounds all bad. Like, for some reason, he calls himself a producer. I don't know why he calls himself that. Stop calling yourself that, Khaled, please. Like, the project was trash. Sorry, the project was bad. The only highlight verse was the verse from JC. But besides that, the project was bad. God did, no. And the next one, the second to last, is YG. I got issues. Yeah, same for me. This project was bad. Same flow from YG throughout the project. Same tone. Just the same West Coast type beat. Just nothing really changed. He sounded terrible. I don't know what he was trying to do when he was trying to, like, sing a little bit, but don't stop it, YG, okay? Stop that. Don't sing, okay, YG? Do not sing, okay? Do not sing. That project was bad. And the final project I have on this list is Dababy again. Excuse me, Dababy again with AB on AB2. Dude, he was like bad, trash. When it comes to Dababy, like it's kind of like I said earlier, he really just kept on doing the same thing. He didn't change anything up, and the controversy now just kind of it really did sour his entire career. It is so sad because I really wanted him to do well because he comes from the Carolinas, and I do too. See, South Carolina. It was just sad, man. It's a sad way to see what happened to his career. This project was bad though. I don't really know one song that came off that project. Like, that project was just bad altogether. The entire project felt like he was trying to re-salvage his career. He was trying to say, I don't really care what y'all think. Just stop, okay? The project was bad. You're terrible. Like, just stop now, okay? Just stop. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That is my top 10 worst list of 2022. Yeah. That's pretty much it. While 2022 had some very good moments, it also had some very bad times too. And all these projects here showcase why. 2022 is, yeah, that's pretty much all I pretty much have here. Y'all comment y'all thoughts down below. Y'all like and subscribe and all that. There will be some more to come here soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Say goodbye to the turkeys. And yeah, bye.